We start the 7 o'clock hour with breaking news, a traffic impact alert due to a major highway closure near Thornton. Literally in the last minute, it looks like things are starting to reopen. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey Rose.
And I'm Merica Lopez. Literally in the last few seconds, we've been watching Sky 9. We just saw things back open, but 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez just arrived on scene. Brianna, what are you seeing out there right now?
We are finally seeing cars move. You guys, when I got here, it was a major parking lot on the southbound side of I-25. I just want to give you guys a look of how the interstate is looking behind. So we're between Thornton Parkway and 104th along southbound I-25. So this is the best look that we can give you guys. Sky 9 also has footage of what the scene looks like. So North Glen police, they were telling us that 3 vehicles were involved and a semi-truck was also involved. There was a dump truck that was leaking fuel. So of course, North Glen police, as well as their firefighters, they all had to clean up that area, but it looks like that left lane on the southbound lanes, they're letting everyone go through, but of course, we are seeing those traffic impacts on the southbound side of I-25. I just checked the maps, you guys. We're seeing impacts all the way near 144th Avenue, so miles and miles of delays, but some good news. I-25 back open, and you can see we are seeing those cars just move through the 104th Avenue side of southbound I-25. So back out here live, that is some good news, but according to North Glen police, they're telling us that several people were taken to the hospital. What we're trying to find out right now is, one, who's at fault for this crash and how those people are doing that were taken to the hospital. But hey, good news, especially for that morning rush hour traffic, because between North Glen and Federal Heights, we usually see bumper to bumper traffic, and when there's a crash happen, it could just cause a major headache like it did early this morning. For now, I'm live here between I-25, 104th and Thornton Parkway. I'm going to send it back to our Erica Lopez.
Brianna, thank you so much for that updated information. We know it took you a while to get out there because you were stuck in all the delays. We do want to show you another live look from Sky 9, what Brianna was just talking about. We do have a partial reopening of southbound I-25 approaching 104th Avenue, but look at the gridlock. It really still is a parking lot on the interstate this morning. It's going to take a long time for things to filter through because for an hour straight, we were not moving on the interstate. That full stop, there was that semi-truck and a couple other vehicles involved. Like Brianna said, we're working to learn a little bit more about injuries and how exactly this crash happened this morning. But I still want to talk about workarounds for you because these delays are going to take a really long time to clear out. Brianna said those delays stretching back all the way to 104th Avenue. So Westminster, North Glen area is really a parking lot still. Let's take you over to CDOT cameras and talk about what things are looking like out that way. So it does look like we've got a full opening. This is from where we had some sort of oil fuel spill from the tanker this morning. Crews, of course, worked to clean that up. But as I'm seeing this here, all lanes are back open. But this is what things look like behind it. Just because we're moving right where the crash was, this is about a mile behind it. And we are still at a full stop, unfortunately. We also have a northbound I-25 crash at 84th. That one did move off into the shoulder, so that is good news as far as travel goes. Southbound I-25 lanes moving fine at 84th because this is past that other crash. It's northbound lanes approaching 84th that are giving us some trouble because of this crash, because earlier we did have some lanes blocked. Quickly want to bring you over to our map and talk about those workaround options. So our map needs to update. It's still showing that purple full closure, but that is actually not the case right now. All lanes are back open southbound, so we'll get this all updated. However, because of those delays that Brianna was talking about all the way to 144th Avenue, workarounds are still going to be a good call this morning. Huron Street, Washington Street run parallel to the interstate. Those are going to be your best bet. As far as trouble spots go elsewhere, I mentioned that northbound I-25 crash causing only about a 4-minute slowdown as you approach 84th. And then the last thing I want to mention right now is road work leaving the airport. Outbound Pena right now at 56 is where the road work is. Delays all the way to Tower Road.
Erica, thank you. Let's take a live look outside right now. This is from our Lookout Mountain camera where you can see the sun finally back out today. Senior meteorologist Chris Bianchi is joining us right now. We're going to be warming up as well.
Yeah, we are. It's going to get us into the low 70s later on today, but you still look at the foothills. In some spots, of patchy fog. This is Horsetooth Reservoir, but for the most part, even in the foothills, that fog has mostly dissipated. And we're seeing that Strange golden orb over the skies. We know it as the sun, and the sun back out after a 36-hour absence. And we're at 52 right now here at the 9 News backyard underneath some of that limited sunshine, but we'll get up in the low 70s later on today. Radar pretty quiet at the moment, but we look ahead and we will see clouds re-increase for us this afternoon, and some showers and storms will be around for us this afternoon as well. 30% chance for a storm between 2 and 7 p.m. Partly sunny skies otherwise, though, and those headlines, that threat for not only storms but also severe weather will increase tomorrow and Friday. Of details of a full forecast.
Chris, thank you so much. This morning, we're working to learn more about the people hurt when a man attacked a peaceful demonstration in Boulder. Now, the last update we have lists 3 people still hospitalized, 2 of them an older couple with severe burns.
Now, the good news is all 12 of the victims in the attack are expected to survive. Meanwhile, the suspect is a day away from another court appearance while his family sits in ICE custody this morning, threatened with immediate deportation. The White House and the Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, said the family is being investigated for any knowledge of the attack. According to court documents, the suspect, Mohammed Solomon, claims no one, including his family, knew about his plans for the attack. He is being held on a $10 million bond and is due in Boulder County Court tomorrow and federal court on Friday. We spoke to a Colorado immigration attorney to go over the next steps for the suspect and his family. We know he filed for asylum back in 2022, shortly after coming to the U.S., and was granted a work authorization in March of 2023, but it expired. It's unknown exactly what the status is for each family member and if they were included in his asylum application.
This is obviously a much more complicated case because of the gravity of the charges against Mr. Solomon. So we don't really know what's going to happen. They may keep them in Colorado as part of the investigation. One guess of mine is they're not necessarily, they may rethink trying to rapidly deport the family because they may need the family here as part of the investigation.
We did reach out to DHS to find out if the family is still in ICE custody. We're waiting to hear back. We're also reaching out to see if we can get an update on the victims still hospitalized after Sunday's attack. As for the community in Boulder, tonight a vigil is planned at the Boulder Jewish Community Center to support those who have been impacted. The event will be live streamed.
The Trump administration says it's cracking down on people in the country without authorization who overstayed their visas, even if they aren't accused of a crime. The man accused in the attack entered the country legally on a visa from Egypt, then it expired. The acting director for ICE announced the shift in policy on Fox News Monday. The federal government previously focused on arresting and deporting people who entered the country without authorization, not on visa overstays.
Jewish Colorado has set up a fund for anyone impacted by the attack in downtown Boulder. If you would like to help, we'll have that linked on our website at 9news.com. There you'll also find links to support and resources for anyone affected by this attack.
New this morning, police in Fort Collins are asking for your help finding this man on the screen. They believe he's connected to a bank robbery from last month. It happened on May 19th around 4 in the afternoon at a bank off East Harmony Road. Police say the suspect walked in and demanded cash from the tellers. Police believe that he had a knife. If you recognize this man, give Fort Collins Police a call. That number right now is at the bottom of your screen. It's 970-416-2923.
Today, unionized workers at several Safeway and Albertsons locations across the Front Range will vote to authorize a strike. This vote will cover stores in Denver, Boulder, Brighton, Broomfield, Castle Rock, Evergreen, Conifer, Idaho Springs, and Parker. The union says they have been bargaining for 8 months now, but Safeway still hasn't addressed low wages and understaffing. Safeway says it is negotiating in good faith. The strike vote for these stores will go through tomorrow. Several other stores have authorized a strike over the last week. UFCW Local 7 says workers at locations in Pueblo, Grand Junction, Fountain, and a few towns in the High Country voted yes over the weekend.
The 8-month waterline project at the Garden of the Gods is now complete just in time for the summer. The project hoped to improve water and fire hydrant access in the event of an emergency. Plants in the park can dry up in the summer heat. That increases fire risk. The park added a new water line and 8 more fire hydrants in the case of a fire. They also replaced the sidewalk that runs through the central part of the park to make it ADA compliant.